Today is November 10th, 2020, and this is Rhonda. Good morning, Rhonda.
Good morning, Dr. Joe.
So Rhonda came in on August 5th of this year, and she had some health challenges, and she decided it was time to tackle them. Rhonda, do you want to just share a little bit about why you came to the office?
I mainly came in August to have help with a smoking program. And I was totally out of control with my smoking. It was controlling me, and I had some other health issues, diabetes. I'd had a bout with breast cancer 3 years ago, and
Stroke and blood clots?
I did not have any stroke or
But it was blood clots.
I was worried about
worried about the stroke and blood clots. That's
I was
right.
worried about having a stroke
Yes.
and blood clots. And I just wasn't feeling good about myself. I wasn't feeling good about my health, and I needed to make some changes.
Why did you feel motivated to make the changes? What was the reason for the change?
The reason for my change mainly was I wanted to be healthy so that I could live longer to see my granddaughters. I do caregiving with clients, and I want to be able to have the stamina to help them and care for them.
Are those the two primary things?
Those are pretty, yeah.
So you wanted to feel better. You realized the smoking thing had just gotten out of control. It was controlling you rather than you being able to control it. And what I heard, Rhonda, too, was that you really wanted to be around for your granddaughters, your two granddaughters, that you want to make a difference in their life.
Yes.
And you just realized that things needed to change.
Absolutely.
So
overweight.
Yeah. So what happened? You came here. What did we do first?
Well, Dr. Joe went through the questionnaire, and he told me a little bit about his the program for the smoking. And through talking, we talked about my diabetes, and he brought up the 7 systems on how it can reverse diabetes. And once you get your systems in order and you lose weight, your whole body can go in reversal of
the way it's been going. Yeah. So you did quit smoking.
I did.
And how hard was that? After how many years?
After 25, 30 years, I walked out of the office, I went home, and I called a friend of mine and her newly adopted daughter, who had been praying for me to quit smoking, and we had a little ceremony. I crushed up the cigarettes in my pack, and
so it's been since August 5th, you've not had one cigarette. Is that true?
Correct.
Yeah. And how hard was that, Rhonda, that process? If you had to rate it on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 was excruciatingly painful. 0, super easy, couldn't have been easier. How tough was it? Be honest.
Making the decision to finally do something about it was the hardest.
Once the decision was made,
it was like a walk in the park.
Really? So
my mind was working with it, and I
you
knew
just
it had to be
done. Yes, super proud of you. Rhonda came in today for a reevaluation. She's been at it since August 5th, and today is the 10th of November. And we reran labs. And tell us about the diabetes.
The diabetes in August was a 7.6, my A1C. And today, when I got my labs, it was 6.2.
Can you show us that on your lab work?
I sure can. This is today's. I don't have my August one.
Yeah, I can show the August one. Do you mind me showing the August one?
No.
So her August labs, here was her A1C. in August. Right. Hemoglobin A1C 7.6 and now 6.2. What a huge change. So Rhonda has reversed her diabetes. She's now pre-diabetic, and the last 12 or 14 weeks has been a bit of a struggle emotionally, right?
It has.
And though what I told Rhonda was, because how did you say you were kind of holding on?
I was holding on to the axle of the wagon with my hands and my feet wrapped around there.
Yeah,
swinging underneath.
we were talking about not letting the wheels fall off the wagon, and she mentioned, well, she's hanging on to the axle. And I just said to Rhonda, I said, man, Rhonda, and I said, if you can get your A1C from 7.6 down to 6.2 in 12 or 14 weeks, whatever it's been, just hanging on to the axle and losing, I think it was 11 pounds of body fat,
Yes,
correct?
Correct.
And just begin to really change her physiology. And if she was hanging on to the axle, it'll be amazing to see what she can do when she doesn't feel like she's just hanging on to the axle emotionally.
I'd also like to mention my kidneys.
Yes.
In August, I was at a stage 3 kidney.
Chronic kidney disease.
And that has went up now to stage 2.
Stage 2. So her glomerular filtration rate was at 57, which put her in stage 3 of chronic kidney disease. It's up at 69 right now. So that's a beautiful change in the right direction. And we know that diabetes damages kidney health, cardiovascular health, and we also know that diabetes and the sugar feeds the cancer. So by Rhonda really just setting her mind to quitting smoking and reversing her diabetes, she's helping all of the systems of her body. Rhonda, I'm super proud of you, and I said that when I walked in and I saw you. So I just want to again acknowledge you on this video for the work you've done, because it's obviously paying off and working, and great job.
Thank you.
Do I have your permission to share your story with doctors, students, or patients anywhere?
Yes, you do.
Are there any restrictions on that?
No, I have no restrictions.
Rhonda, thank you so much. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Keep going.